We're heading back to Florida together for the case of a man accused of murdering his wife. Darryl Walker is accused of second-degree murder and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. This is connected to the shooting death of his wife, Sheena Levine, inside of their Pensacola, Florida home. Levine was found dead nearly 2 years ago on the day before Thanksgiving. Let's go in now and take a look at what happened when the couple's children were called to the stand to testify.
Walker about. She'd accused the defendant of getting a gun from one of his friends, and what did he say about that?
He just said it's none of your business. He never said if he did or not did get the gun from his friend.
He just said it wasn't her business?
Yeah.
Would you say your parents were happily married?
No.
Did they argue a lot?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that like over the course of years, or was it just recent?
No, it was all the time.
Okay. Back on November 22nd of 2023, did you get a call from the defendant?
Yes, ma'am.
About what time, if you remember?
It was around 5.
And what did he say to you?
He said, I effed up. And then paused. I said, what do you mean you effed up? And he got quiet. He said, she grabbed the gun. I said, what you mean she grabbed the gun? He said, she grabbed the gun. So I said, let me talk to mama. And he didn't say nothing. He got quiet. So I hung up on him, and I had called my mom's phone, and my dad answered my mom's phone. My dad never answered my mom's phone. We could be calling, and my mom would be like, hey, your dad was right there. I don't know why he didn't answer my phone. And I knew something was wrong when my dad picked up.
So what did you do at that point?
I woke my brother up, and I got in the car, and I spent all the way there.
When you got to the house, how did you get in the house?
So you have a top notch and then a lower, so I was twisted on the door, but the top part was locked. So the lower knob, you could twist it. The top part was locked, and we began banging on the door. And that's when my dad, he had unlocked the top notch of the door, and he had let us in.
Did he say anything to you at that point?
No, ma'am, not at that point. When I was screaming at him, I was like, why didn't you call the police? Why didn't you call 911? He said, babe, I can't go to jail. And you see him run over to my mom and hover over her body and hug her body, and he picked up the firearm in front of her. And as he got the firearm, at this moment, I'm in the kitchen, and I'm still screaming at him. And he just looked. He didn't say anything to me. He just looked. And then he ran out, and then I locked the door.
Did you see where he picked up the gun from?
Yes, ma'am. It was in she was laid over like this. It was in front of her.
First witness?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to show you what I have marked as station 82.
Yes, ma'am.
It is a still shot from the body camera that we just saw.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you mark on here where you picked the gun up from?
Yes, ma'am.
That has to admit and publish 82.
Any objection? No. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll look at it and pass it down, I will tell you that any evidence presented in this trial will be back in the jury room for you to review at your own leisure once you retire to deliberate, okay?
questions for now.
All right, thank you. Mr. Brown, you may cross-examine.
Good morning there.
Good morning.
Talked a little about your brothers and sisters. Pretty much everybody was staying with you for the Thanksgiving break. Is that right?
Yes, so they had came over. My brother was with my mom, but for Thanksgiving break, they were with me because we was finna get ready to cook. That was the plan with my mom. And everyone was over my house.
Okay. So to your knowledge, it was only your parents in the house that evening?
Yes, sir.
You know, these things don't really happen in a vacuum, but you actually saw your dad the night before, did you not?
Can you repeat that for
You
me?
saw your dad the night before, right?
Yes, sir.
I guess they went and took DJ, cleaned out a car or something like that?
That's what I was told.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was pretty late, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. You actually, considering everything, thought everything was going pretty good that night, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Went to bed around midnight. I think you were finishing an English paper, if I remember.
Yeah, I turned it in at 11:59 exactly.
I understand the procrastination. So you get a phone call from Dad, right? And you stated one of the things that he repeated was she grabbed the gun, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I imagine your mind was racing pretty good once you received that phone call.
Yes, sir.
On the way, you didn't really know what was going on, but you called your uncle first.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you didn't call emergency services at this point.
No, sir.
Get to the house, your dad answers the door pretty quick. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you stated to your knowledge that he didn't appear to be drinking or consuming any narcotics or anything like that, right?
No, sir.
Who calls 911 eventually?
My brother, DJ.
That's DJ?
Yes, sir.
You stated that at one point your dad went over and grabbed the gun from your mom.
Yes,
I
sir.
presume his back was towards you?
No.
No? Okay, so you
No.
could see him.
You know, this is bad enough that Sheena Levine was murdered, but then her children were roped into seeing the aftermath of the incident in question.